am Sonia Hillebrand. Welcome to Design Matters. Today I have Munya with us from a company called Articulate Worx. Welcome, Munya. It's awesome to have you with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you. Munya, Articulate Worx is redefined creativity of metal fabrication. Please, can you tell us more about that and give me a little bit of history about your company?
Well, with Articulate Worx, we specialize in a lot of custom-made furniture, specializing in steel, and we work closely with mild steel. A lot of custom designs that are brought forward to us by interior designers. We have a range of our own, but we usually work in custom work.
Can you emphasize more a little bit on the metalworks?
On the metalworks, we work in mild steel, as I said before, and we work in non-ferrous metals, just depending on where the piece of furniture is going. If it's going into the coastal areas, we like to work with aluminium.
Okay.
And we do...
Is that for the rusting?
Yes, correct, yes. And we do TIG welding, and we do CO2 welding as well. And we do work in brass, but it all just depends with what the client is looking for. CO2 welding is mild steel welding, where we use gas and welding wire.
The woods that you work with?
Yes.
Can you tell me a bit more about the wood that you use?
We mainly use super wood and oak. We also do your solid woods like your solid oak. We also do rubber wood. And we also do work with cheap wood as well, just depending on the application now.
Is it predominantly hardwoods that you're working with?
Yes, mainly hardwoods.
Hardwoods, okay,
yes,
all right. And then Munya, can you tell us a bit about your favorite designs or your popular designs?
You get to find that a lot of people like geometric designs, but mainly we focus on contemporary designs, which are just straight lines.
I would take it that you deal with a lot of corporate, residential, and perhaps shop fitting.
Correct, yes.
Industry. Can
yes.
you tell us a little bit more about those?
On the residential side, we work closely with interior designers, with the fittings of their spaces, for example, with the dining tables, side tables, coffee tables, servers, etc., all just depending on the design, if it's going to be powder coated, etc., and what tops they would like. For example, if we're going to use a super wood top on a server, or if we're going to use an oak top on a server, just to bring out the grains.
Do you also work with marble, stone?
Yes.
Do you bring that into the product, the metal
we
product?
do work closely with marble, and we do have a new product that we're working with at the moment. It's a very thin marble, which is almost like a towel, which is called Max Fine.
You can combine everything into the metal? Correct,
yes. It just depends with the design, and we'll obviously suggest on how best that piece of marble or Max Fine will be placed onto the furniture, etc. Yes.
Okay, but I would presume that could also work in shop fitting, whereas you would be doing a lot of woodwork and then maybe bringing in marble tops on a reception.
Just to bring in a bit of a texture, yes.
And then earlier on you were chatting about electroplating and powder coating. Can you please tell me what the difference is?
With powder coating, it's a powder that we use on mild steel bases, which is put into an oven to bake, to infuse the powder and the epoxy to create the color that we need. And with the electroplating, it's mild steel as well. It's a bit of a longer process. Pieces are dipped into an electrolyte chemical solution. Okay. Yes, correct, yes. And it's plated into either a chromed finish or into a brass finish, yes.
So powder coating basically would be a dry powder that you would apply.
Correct, yes.
Would it come out like a painted finish, and it obviously would be a protective armor in a way?
Correct, yes.
Is that correct?
Yes, because of the baking, it brings out their protective layer. You're not limited to any color, but there are special colors that they do offer.
What would those colors be?
You get to find the golds, the silvers. So yeah, with the powder coating, you get to find that you get a smooth finish, and you also get a textured finish. On the plating side, we specialize on the chrome and the brass, those two colors mainly.
Okay.
And then with the powder coating, it all just depends with the feel of the client.
And they tell me, I presume that electroplating would be very much more expensive than powder coating, I would think.
Yes, it is a bit
is,
pricey,
okay.
yes. And it's a longer process as well in terms of production.
But is the finish just so much nicer, or
It's
is
very stunning.
it stunning?
Very stunning.
So
yes.
do you use this on a lot of furniture pieces?
On,
Is this where you'd
on,
use
on a
it?
couple of pieces, yes. Yes, we do have items that we have that are electroplated, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Munya, tell me, the overseas market, does it have a huge influence on laser cutting in South Africa?
It has brought a huge influence because you get to find that things are now done in a much more simpler fashion, and things come out more nicer, more
Okay.
precise. There's more stability to a product, yes.
I know you work with a lot of interior designers and
Yes.
architects, so maybe you can give the viewers as well some advice for the tip going forward. What should we look at?
With the designers, well, they are very much aware that when they come to us manufacturers, they need to have their sizes correct, especially when they're working on items like dining tables, because you get to find that with us, we always have to recheck the work that they send us, and if there is any corrections to be made, we always tell them that there's corrections that we need to readjust. To the homeowners, I think that they shouldn't be limited to anything that they see on TV. They should bring it forward to yourself or to myself, and we'll be happy to help.
That was very interesting for me. We have Articulate Worx with us, and he's a professional in what he does. So please, if you have a specific design you want to use or bring to us, bring it along, and we'll certainly consult Munya, and he will advise us. Take care, God bless, have an awesome week.